Welcome everyone to another fun and filled, exciting show, season 4, episode 179. We're only 21 away from season 5. Can you guys believe that?
We can believe it.
I'm Brian Bacchus, one of your co-hosts.
Jamal Smith, another co-host, and
Tony Bailey Rains, another co-host.
Mama
With my cap on.
Bear. That's Mama Bearstein Bear.
Yeah, throw that picture up. Holly, hobby, get your adverbs here.
I don't even know if I can get your
adverbs.
So you guys, they were clowning me today because...
Actually, the cap was cool. We thought you was Erykah Badu.
So I washed and conditioned my hair this morning, and I had this heat cap on for about an hour because anybody know anything about, getting a good deep conditioner? And then I blow dried all my hair, but my scalp, my whole life has held water. After I get my hair blow dried, I have to go sit under the dryer at the salon for about 45 minutes to an hour just to dry up my scalp. It pulls water by my ears and the crown, all that. So I decided today I can put that heat cap right back on my head and dry my scalp out. So that's what I'm doing, sitting here with the heat cap on to dry my scalp out before I flat iron it, because if I don't, then what's down in the, at the scalp gets frizzy. So that's why I have a little fashion statement, and they said I look like Mama Berenstein Bear.
The first Medea.
When I came on, Brian, Jamal just started cracking up, right? And he was like, oh my gosh, you look like the Mama Berenstein Bear. I was like, it's all good. So I explained to him it's a heat cap trying to dry out the water that sits on my scalp, because it always does. And then you came on and just started busting up laughing. So I figured I'd open the show and let people know I'm drying my scalp with this heat cap today, y'all. And the fellas have said I am Berenstein Bear's mom. So, all good.
Oh my gosh. So I think ironically I'm the only one that went somewhere this weekend. I actually went to the Heal Altadena event at the Crescenta Valley United Methodist Church. I had indicated here, I'll share that, I guess. It doesn't matter. I had shared that one of the bands, Maya, my aunt was actually performing in. So I actually got to see that first and foremost. And then, so let me just preface this by saying that the art director or music director for this church came and did a, kind of an introduction, explained about the church and everything at the beginning. Now, feel bad, I did judge, but she said, hey, you know what, we have great music in this place. And, I kind of took it with a grain of salt or what have you. So then my aunt's group goes up, the group she's in, Maya. And what was cool is it was not just individual separate bands, but it turned into like a transitional band. And what I mean by that is the leader of Maya, my aunt's group, once they finished performing their 3 or 4 songs, everyone left but her. And then she became part of the gentleman who runs, what is it called? It is Soul Force Project. He's the one that actually kind of put this on and had the relationship with the church and what have you. So he played guitar. There was a drummer, a percussionist, and then a violin player and a flautist. They all started playing. And it was kind of folk music. This guy even then transitioned to play a sitar. If you know what a sitar is, that's kind of like the Indian version of a guitar. It has a real twangy sound, but it's really, really cool. And then they played a few songs, and then a gentleman came in with a saxophone. And they went from folky kind of music to straight ahead jazz. And when I say that music was amazing, it was truly amazing. And that lady who I said was the music director, who I kind of, softly said, yeah, okay, cool, you got good music. Man, if she didn't slide into the piano, under the piano, and start really jamming with that jazz group, oh my gosh, it was amazing. So it was a good 2 hours of really good music. They had probably about 50 or so people in the church. That could, it wasn't full capacity, but it was a nice amount of people that showed up. One of the folks we know, Philip Turner, cousin to Marcus and everything. He came on to the event because he saw it on the show and actually had some time. So I did ask a few people what they thought or how they found out about it. And most of them had other word of mouth. We had a couple that went because of our show. I did interview her. I sent it to Brian. He can actually put it on the one of the people as part of the Soul Force project was there at the booth. They had a little table. I asked a little information from her about what the program was about, and it was pretty good. So that's what I did this weekend, and it was really nice. I'm glad I went, not just for my aunt, but I'm glad I stayed for the whole thing as well because it was very entertaining.
Your commentary was on point. You actually got outside. That's plus points.
Funny man.
You enjoyed an event and gave us the exact description of the details. I felt like I was there.
You felt like you were there?
No.
You're funny.
Like
mind you, I had to rush to get there because my daughter had a volleyball game, an impromptu Friday night game at Mayfield. So I had to rush from Mayfield up to Locker Center, and I almost didn't make it on time, but I did. It was cool.
Yeah, I meant to get to that game, but I got to doing something, and then next thing you know, I left the office at like 11 or something.
Yeah, I get it. But the cool thing is her team's the only team that won. No. Froschoff win? No, Froschoff and JV won, and my daughter's on JV. Unfortunately, varsity did not win.
Okay, varsity, get it together. Well, they beat PHS.
Oh, yeah, PHS. I mean, they're not that good. I mean, no disrespect to PHS, but they're not as good as Arcadia.
Wow.
In volleyball.
In volleyball, in particular, yes. And unfortunately, Muir, all they have is a varsity team. They don't have JV or Frost off, so my daughter couldn't play against them. She was a little disappointed. She got a lot of friends and a couple cousins that go to the school. But other than that, it was a nice weekend.
I'll be right back.
Chilled on Saturday. Literally chilled on Saturday, and then went to Marcus's house yesterday. Watched a little football, analyzed life, had a group therapy session. It was really cool. Radio silence.
Sorry, I'm trying to share. I got the rate of doing my duties.
That's right.
My duties for the talk show. So
now that you say that, I'm going to go ahead and do my part as well. But
Tony usually carries the show at this point, so we are doing our stuff. She didn't let it all hang out.
No, I had to go find my phone. I was like, "Where's my phone?" But this is going back on because my scalp's still dry.
Ollie's going on. Dang, that looks like an Erykah Badu hat.
Wait, I gotta get it centered. Okay, so again, this is a heat cap. I had conditioned my hair really good, put like a cellophane, a deep conditioner on it, rinsed it out, blow dried my hair, but my scalp, my entire life, has held water. Usually when I go to the shop, I get blow dried, and then I have to go and sit underneath a dryer for like 45 minutes to an hour. So we were about to start the show, and I was like, well, I can't have my dryer hood on. So I will just put the heat cap on and start trying to get this stuff straightened out. So when I came on, they cracked up laughing and called me the mama to Berenstein Bear. See, I have to do like this and separate it and then let it dry underneath because it's just wet. So anywho.
Yeah, that's what I have to do too.
I know.
Big crazy when I take the hat off. Oh my gosh, my hair gets all over the place.
Major challenges.
It is ridiculous. I trip over my hair and everything.
Yeah,
you'd be
your
surprised.
nose hair is longer than your hair.
Y'all are so silly.
Well, since y'all didn't go anywhere, what did you do for the weekend?
I can't remember.
I mean, that's a good weekend.
I did me this weekend. I did my life. I got up usually on Saturday mornings. I go to my church from 7:45 to like 9:30 for prayer. And this Saturday, I was like, my house is a mess, my yard. So I got up instead and went outside at 7:45, 8 o'clock and cut my grass and trimmed and all that, weed eated hedge, edged it and everything, cleaned that up. Then I came in the house and did like I thought the night before's not laundry. Load of dishes in the dishwasher were done, and I opened it and I was like, oh, it stinks. I guess I never turned it on. So I turned it on. And then when it was finished, I had to unload that and put another load in because there was some in the sink. And so did that, did sweeping and mopping and washing hallway rugs and all that. And then did the bathroom, you got to rugs, scrubbing toilets, Facebook. So I did all the cleaning that I needed to do, which was really nice to just do that. And then my little car, the little Volkswagen, the smaller one was in the shop and the guy told me it was ready. So I went and picked that up and got the young lady who I've now adopted, her and her 2 children, and got them from Arcadia. And before I got the car, so she could drive it, because I'm loaning it to her until she gets a car. She's been here a year from Atlanta and has a 6-year-old and a 13-year-old. And so when we got the car, her little girl was so excited. She was like, yes, no more walking to school and taking an Uber and all this stuff. And so I'm super thankful that I have an additional car that sits more than not, since I drive that electric one more. That I could loan to her. Because when my daughter comes in town as a travel nurse, I usually let her use it, or whatever. And I drive it every now and then. So she's in it. And I saw her yesterday at church. She didn't have to get a ride. She said it was so nice to be able to take my son to the barbershop, let him get out and go inside while me and Malia sat in the car and just talked and all this. And I was like, huh?
It's the little things.
The little things. We take so many little things for granted. And then she said they went, I think, to Marshall's or Ross somewhere, got a couple of items. And she was like, just think, we won't have to walk to the grocery store and Uber back anymore because we now have a car to ride in, or whatever. So, so I'm super thankful, like I said, that I have that available. And that was my Saturday. And then Sunday I went to church, and me, my daughter, and my cousin went to Panda on Foothill. And
the main one, not
the real, the one that they just redid. Not no Express, but real Panda. Yeah.
Inside's nice now,
huh?
The inside is real nice now.
It was nice before, but it's huge now.
Yeah.
And the way that they've redone it. We've been there a few times. We were there for my parents' 65th anniversary in June. We surprised them. Everybody who could either come from up north or fly in. My daughter flew in from Louisiana and all that. And so they walked in and we were in the rooms in the back with the doors closed and they couldn't see us. So they were super surprised because that's my parents' favorite restaurant. And we've been a few times since it reopened, but went there for lunch yesterday and then came home and... Okay, y'all, have I told y'all I'm accident prone? I've had...
No.
Okay, so back in 2003, me being competitive like my mother, I was racing my little kids who were 5 and 3 or 4 and 6, something like that. Yeah, Hannah and Seth. And I decided to cut across the grass. They had the dog and they were running in the street. I was like, oh, I'll beat him. I'll just cut across the neighbor's yards, right? Well, I tripped on a loose brick and I had boots on, but they were a kitten heel on them. So when I tried to stand up, I couldn't because my right foot, I had severed the foot from the leg internally. And so I tried to lift the leg and the foot was hanging and all you could hear was shh, 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 because everything was shot. So, there was one time I glued my foot to the floor in the same house in Altadena. I did. I was trying to fix something on a shoe. I put some super glue, not realizing it dripped on the floor. And I stepped in it, didn't know. I was stuck in my kitchen. And my son and my goddaughter were on their way to my house. And they said an ambulance passed them. And they were like, my goddaughter was like, let's go. Let's follow the ambulance. We know it's going to your mama house.
They knew.
Because I'm accident prone. I was glued to the floor and they had to come cut. It was linoleum floor, but they had to cut the square of the floor out because I was pulling my skin off. But they had to cut the floor. They took me in the ambulance to Huntington. They had to numb me up to cut it. And like, so I have like freak weird accidents on top of it. But when I severed the foot, so I've had like 2 plates, 13 screws, had like 3 surgeries.
You dislocated. You didn't sever the foot.
No. It wasn't dislocated. On the inside, it was severed. The foot was no longer connected.
I was going to say,
that's why
would be standing over there.
So that's why sometimes when I tell you guys, oh, my ankle's locked up or swollen or whatever, because that was in 2003. And in the winter, you guys are going to see me really, I have problems. I have a boot, and in the winter, I have to wear it because some mornings I wake up, I cannot move. The ankle doesn't have the same mechanism in it anymore on the left side than it does, on the right that it is on the left. Because there's like a little triangle bone. That bone was disintegrated. I had 3 surgeries. They did the plates, the screws, but then they had to go back in and redo like my deltoids, and I messed up everything, tendons, ligaments, everything. So no, it was really, they said the only reason it wasn't fully severed was because my skin was held intact by the boots I had on. The boots kept it from happening on the outside. And so you pick up the foot, my leg was up here, my foot was just down here dangling because there was nothing attached no more. So
we don't need any more description. That is
so that
cool.
was like,
how was it? What did it describe that again?
So that was like a 2.5 year ordeal of living in cast and boots because I had to have surgeries, like the first one, then one 6 months later, then another one a year later, because they had to go in and do stuff a little bit at a time. So anyway, I be having crazy accidents. And when I had that surgery, the first one, the way my body is set up, like I have a very high tolerance for pain, but I'm also a migraine person, right? So I set up and started talking to all the doctors in the middle of surgery. And they were like drilling the plates and screws in. And my goddaughter worked at Huntington at the time in same day surgery. And the next day they went and they were like, so yeah, you know.
Be like, this is my disclaimers right here.
They were like, we did that surgery on your godmother. And she said, yeah. And they said she scared all of us because during surgery, she just sat straight up. And I looked at like the doctors down at my ankle trying to drill the plates and screws in. I was like, hey, I turned like this, talked to the anesthesiologist. I looked at the x-ray tech that was over looking at stuff. And so I woke up during 2 surgeries, you guys, my tubal after Seth was born and this one for my ankle. And so they always say, lay back down and so now I've had 8 surgeries total in my life. But now if I ever have to have surgery, they put this, it's a brain wave reader and they can tell when you're coming out of anesthesia. And then they give me some more before I come out because I have sat straight up talking to folks twice. And right, my body is so I'm accident prone. I've had some crazy accidents, gluing my foot to the floor where they literally couldn't just do it on their own. Alicia's like, okay, Tony,
I'm dead.
I could be like a bionic woman, with plates and screws and all that, but I am shenaniganville when it comes to surgeries and anesthesia. So on the 3rd one for my ankle, I was at Methodist in Arcadia, which, is a great hospital. And I told the doctor, and he didn't believe me that I had woke up, during surgery. So he called Huntington because the medicine he gave me stayed all. He came back 20 minutes later. He was like, you should be asleep. I was like, oh, no. I take morphine for my migraines. I got to go to the hospital and get a shot.
Morphine for breakfast.
Yeah, right. And they were like, like if I told you guys when I get pain medication, they used to give Demerol, which ain't even on the market no more. I would take literally 2 750s at one time to deal with my pain. When I broke my ankle and my mom was at the hospital with me, they had given me Vicodin, 1,000 milligrams. They had given me Percocet, Demerol, and I was asking them, I said, I need morphine. So they thought I was a drug addict because they had given me all this stuff in less than 2 hours and I was awake. And they asked my mom, they were like, can we talk to you outside of where I was, right?
The doctors look like, I don't know.
Yeah, they went and they talked to her separately and they were like, is your daughter a drug addict? My mom was like, no. And they were like, but ma'am, we've given her all of this, and the normal person would be like almost dead to the world sleep right now. And they were like, no, she has a high tolerance for pain, always has, and she's a migraine sufferer. Check her chart. She got to come here to get shots of morphine when she has her migraines, right? So they did, and then I was telling them, I said, look, I need 8 cc's of morphine. And they were like, how does she know, right? They were like, we'll give you 2. I said, 2's not going to do anything. I need 8. That's why they were like, is she a drug addict? So they went on and gave me the 8, and then it took the edge off of my ankle hurting. But when I had the third one, the doctor Methodist didn't believe me when I told him all this. So he called, and they were like, oh, yeah, you need to put her under because she wakes up. She sits up talking to everybody. And so when they put me to sleep, when I came back up, my throat hurt. And I was like, why is my throat hurt? He said, oh, I intubated you because you weren't about to wake up during the middle of my surgery. He said, I gave you propofol. And he looked at me and he said, I put you this much above death. I was like, what the hell? He said, I put you at the brink of death with propofol because you weren't about to sit up and scare all of us in surgery. That was the third ankle surgery. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I've had, all kind of shenanigans the way this particular body operates. And so yeah, Berenstein Bear Mama with the cap. It got a little hot, so I took it off. Surgery stuff, whatever. And so I did nothing this weekend other than all the yard stuff and went to church and chilled yesterday. And that was my weekend recap of my life. Although I did contact people, I called people. I had a lot of calls on Friday that had to do with the show and upcoming guests and partnerships for the Day of Thanks. Do we have that with the QR code for people that want to sign up to go to it? Did I give you guys that in our WhatsApp? The updated flyer?
I think so.
It was updated? Hold on.
Well, I worked on it. And I sent it, I thought, but sometimes what I think isn't what happens. So hold on, let me look for it in my Canva account and see if I have it. Because I thought I sent it and I put the QR code on the flyer. If not, I'll do it right now. I'll send it and you can post it because we can talk a little bit about that again, what it is. Okay, here's the flyer.
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
Okay. Yeah, I do have the QR code on.
We had mentioned that on the show too, about the fact we were going to have the QR code for the Day of Thanks and eventually the barbecue one as well.
Yeah. Let me just make sure that the QR code I have on here will go to it. Hold on.
While she's looking for that, folks, just an FYI, our goal is to serve a max of 1,000 people for this event. So we are going to have you. We are going to require that you register in order to participate.
Yeah, it's just registration. It's no fee to anyone. Uh-oh, who's stuck? Me or him?
To allow us.
You're so dumb for that, but I know he does the same thing to you. And so I know you're getting him back. Saturday, what is it?
Right now. Gotcha.
And it's from 11 to 3. Oh, yeah, you're back. Okay, you're not stuck. Jamal?
Yeah, I'm here. I heard.
Oh, okay.
Brian,
I didn't hear anything
and everything.
Your mouth is moving after the words.
I don't know what I have to do about that.
Okay, so that flyer, you guys, is the correct one. Let me send it again. Hold on. I'm gonna email it to y'all, I think. I have partners and sponsors on here that said they would. They haven't yet, but some are partners. So this flyer might change a little bit as far as, should I send it to you in a ping, a PNG, or you want an actual PDF?
Either is fine. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Those two formats work.
Okay, I'll download it as a PNG real quick and I'll send it. Oh, you know what? Let me get it right here on my phone and then I can put it in the WhatsApp real quick. So yeah, you want to talk a little bit about that and tell people what it is that we're doing for those that don't know?
Oh, we had done that, last week in particular, just letting them know we're doing the Day of Thanks. It will be at the upper gym, the gymnasium, at the upper park of Loma Alta, upper portion.
The large gym, yeah.
Yeah, you had just indicated the time. What was it again? 11 to 3?
11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yep.
And this, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go right ahead, please.
And this is literally from our heart to yours, meaning the three of us, AltadenaTalks Foundation. Oh, plus wait, I don't want to leave out because we do have a board. So Tracy is on the board and Brandon is part of us as well.
Brandon.
So
Marcus as well.
Is Marcus part of us now? Like on the board?
He hasn't officially gotten there, but we've verbally talked about it.
Look, that's fine. I asked because y'all know sometimes I be like, I hear it, sometimes I don't or whatever. So you guys, we probably did chat about it and it kind of went over. So
he's our new documentarian.
Okay. So there are six.
I talked to him. He is ready to embrace that.
Okay, so from the six of us, put it like this, from AltadenaTalks Foundation and Podcast, we are doing this from 11. Oh, I have 11:30. I need to change that to 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'll send it again, Jamal. Oh, and it's 3 p.m., not 2 p.m. Anyway, our goal is to be a blessing and feed the community. And at the end, people will walk away with a nice little gift as well. And so that is November 22nd. We are also talking about another event. We have spoken about it already. And tentatively, it's October 25th. We've just got to make sure that our pitmaster people have everything that the county requires. And if so, we will be having the barbecue cook-off that we are sponsoring, that we are hosting and giving on October 25th at lower. So bless you, the lower part of the park. We're planning on doing this. So, bless you. Good grief, Jamal Jr.
That's like 5 more times and somebody owe me some money.
I used to do straight in the morning all the time, 6 in a row. Every single morning when I woke up. It's not so bad now, but so yeah, that's it. Brian, what'd you do this weekend? You took your girl out to
church
and Red Lobster,
and then watched the late football game together.
Oh yeah, I watched that one too because I was busy all day, so I didn't have. Oh, that feels good. Y'all know I love the heat.
Yeah, I really wish that the Chiefs would have lost, but.
Oh, did they wind up winning?
Yeah, 22-9.
I fell asleep. I was so tired.
Russell was just not.
Oh, yeah. It's retirement time, huh?
Well, this should be his last year.
Yeah, they. It seems like they never want to go, but it's like when it's time, it's time. So thank you,
like the Senators, though. Like, could y'all leave so somebody else can get in there and actually do
stuff? All of them. Right, they be dying in office or almost like
right.
decrepit. Y'all go because they want to retain that power and control, and it's like, oh, if I don't,
you know what, I understand, but groom someone to take your place.
Exactly. If they don't groom the right person. You know, that they think. So, anywho, yeah. Well, Russ, it'll be time for Russ to figure it out. He gonna have to, because I know he got plenty of money to take care of his family and wife and all that. But it's not that. I get it when you're just like veterans. It's hard for a veteran or a military member to leave because it's the camaraderie, the fellowship, all of that you get from being in the service or for them in football and all of that. And afterwards, it's like, okay, some people get selected to be announcers, some don't. What do I do with myself? What's my purpose now? Whatever. And that's probably where he's at. So I understand. Understood. So that's it today, or what we doing? You got announcements, Jamal?
Can't hear you.
I do. I'm just going to do the early part of the week. Won't do the entire gambit.
Makes sense.
And then I will be back. So here we go. As I had indicated, we're going to start at the actual events that are happening this week. So we do have the Eaton Fire Survivors Harambe Freedom Store. It's every Monday and Tuesday at Harambe, Harambe, which is at 1609 Navarro Street in Pasadena. It is from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you do have to scan the QR code, or you can go to the tinyurl.com/Harambe Freedom Store, all caps, website. And some of the items that'll be there are toiletries, home essentials, and more. Then we have the Rebuilding the Rebuilding 101 ongoing workshop series. It's designed to help people provide a roadmap for people and answer questions about the rebuilding process. The next one will be tomorrow, which is going to cover designing your home plans and your future home. It's going to be at the Altadena Coalition at 409 East Woodbury Road in Altadena. Beginning at 6:30, there'll be opening remarks. Then at 6:45, the guest speakers, and then there'll be a Q&A at 7:30. LA Fire Justice is also having an Ask Your Attorney Eden Fire virtual offices. It's every Wednesday on Zoom. Begins at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And of course, I didn't have the link on there, but I'll get that later. September Rebuild Social at the Good Neighbor Bar. Hopefully it's still going to continue, given the fact that they are having issues with serving, I believe, alcohol in the patio. But it says join friends, neighbors, and the Realm team on September 24th at Good Neighbor Bar in Altadena. There'll be food and drinks that are going to be provided. This community event is free with limited capacity. And it is Wednesday, the 24th, from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Good Neighbor Bar, 2311 Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. And they do ask that you scan the QR code to register. There'll also be another portion of the free concert in the park. It'll actually be on the 24th of this week, Wednesday. It'll be Great American Songbook and Classic Rock with Anne Louise Christensen. This is every Wednesday. Looks like this might be the last one actually for the series, but beginning at 5:30 p.m. at Washington Park, 700 East Washington Boulevard. And then Thursday, there's going to be an Eden Fire Town Hall with Chris Holden and attorneys Doug Boxer, Michael Watts, and Rico Reyes. It'll be at the Salvation Army at 960 East Walnut Street in Pasadena, with a dinner at 6, presentation at 6:30, and Q&A at 8 o'clock. And then, and this will be the last one for today. I'll discuss the other ones a little bit later in the week or each of the other days. But Soul to Soul Solutions and Jazzy Jam Empowerment in association with the Paseo present jazz at the Paseo Summer Series. Looks like this might be the last event. Thursday, September 25th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. It's going to be a happy birthday celebration for Wayne Lindsay and all Libras, plus a special tribute to Frankie Beverly and Mays featuring TJ Wilkins. There's going to be several guest artist as well. Guy Black of KJLH is actually going to host it. It'll be Asia Ray, Sun Woa Love, God, GAWD, and Lorraine Fidmont will actually be there. This is going to be an event that you definitely want to check out. Please scan the QR code to register, and hopefully you check it out if you want to participate and hear some great music, because I know Tony attested to there being fantastic music there last time she went. I might even try to sneak over there. I don't think that Penny has a volleyball game. And it's just me here. They've actually vacated the premises and gone about their business to go do other things, but they'll be back soon. So it is just I. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend and did some fun things. I know there were some pretty decent football games on for those who are fans. It's definitely that time on Sundays. It's a beautiful time to sit back, relax, drink a cold one, and watch some games, eat some barbecue, fellowship if that is what you want to do. But you know, it was hot, and hopefully it actually starts cooling off in a little bit too. I think fall begins today officially.
Yes. Did you, when you said they vacated the premises, you weren't talking about your wife and daughters. You were talking about me and Brian?
Yes, I did. Because I came back and neither of y'all were there. I was like, oh,
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Them no longer there.
We deserved you. I had something delivered at my front door, so I went to get it. I don't know where he is. He be dipping in and out.
You know how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like we say, it's an organic conversation and show. Nothing is scripted. We intend on doing things, the order of which doesn't always happen, the timing of which doesn't always happen, but we seem to be pretty effective.
We have fun.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then send me that info for the guy you want me to talk to. I've got to call this lady Laura, Cinnabon lady today, and see what's what. I don't have anybody lined up for the show tomorrow yet. Doesn't mean that won't happen. But I do have a guy named Greg Apodaca, who's a 39-year Altadenian who lost his house too. And Greg is going to be on with us on Thursday. And he was part of the panel. He actually moderated the panel that I was on a week ago Saturday for the green.
Oh, the Rebuild Altadena thing? Event?
Rebuild Altadena, and I was on the community assets panel. So he has a business called, this website, community30.x, and he's going to come on and talk about that. But he's the chief explorer and CEO of Community, I think it's 3.0x. Yeah, not 30.x. Weird. But the website is community30x.com. But it's all about how people commune in unity, one planet, one people, what we can do, what the vision is, how to get involved. There's different programs. So he's going to be talking about all of that, because we know that, with this zone zero zone or whatever that they're calling the 5 feet of defensible space around the house, how can we do things better when rebuilding our communities that have been lost to fire so that they continue to be better for the future? And so a lot of it is sustainability. It has to do with whether it's solar or water or sharing resources, right? One thing he said on a call a couple of weeks ago, we had a Zoom call, and I laughed because he was like, well, instead of everybody having all their own personal tools and lawnmowers and all this, we could just have community stuff and we keep it in one place. And I was on the Zoom. I said, who? You must be absolutely kidding or crazy. And he was like, no, why would you say that? I said, because I take care of my stuff. Everybody doesn't take care of their stuff. Like, I have an electric lawnmower that I spent, $500-$600 for. But when I use it, I also spray it off. I clean it off. I turn it on its side, spray and clean the blade, the bag, let it air out, all that before I put it away, right? I said, people don't take care of their stuff. And if we as a community raise funds or whatever, or somebody donates high-end equipment, weed eaters, edgers, lawnmowers, whatever we have, and people don't take care of it, or somebody wants to be a klepto, break in, steal it, or whatever. I said, no, I'm responsible for my own stuff, and I'm not sharing none of my tools, none of my lawnmower, none of my whatever. He was like, I said, now, he said, well, what do you think about a power grid, Tony, instead of us all having solar? I said, I think every community should have their own power grid, a power farm somewhere. But whether or not we'd get the state to agree with that in Altadena versus right now, they're like, everybody has to have solar. That would be probably a long-term proposition that we may not be able to get before some of these houses come back up. Right. So he was like, well, okay. I said, certain things you can share, but other things no. But he is the one that oversees this community 3.0X. And so he's going to be on with us on Thursday.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, but as of right this moment, I don't have anybody for tomorrow, but that could change today because like I said, I got some calls to make and I'm talking to some people. It may not happen till much later. I'll try to call a couple when we get off our call because I got to be in Hollywood at 2:30. My call time is 2:45. So I'm going to leave here like 1:15 just in case I hit traffic and got to get off and get on the streets.
For sure.
Can I borrow $1? Ooh, you're a star now. They caught the vapors.
I am not. I am not a star at all. Don't matter how many awards or anything we get. I'm going to keep being my humble little self.
Girl, just shine bright like a diamond.
I'm going to always do that, but I'm not going to, because that's just who I am. But I'm not going to turn into like big-headed, nothing like that. So, and I'll see. I'm sure I'll take some pictures or something today of these NCIS folks or with them. But we'll see. I don't know how long the filming is or anything because the other two people, their call time is like, I think one's at 12:30 and the next guy is Lily's at 12:30. John's at 1:15. But mine is at 2:45. So, and mine could be a much longer segment or whatever. I don't know because they're actually like talking to, filming and interviewing me. And with the others, I don't know what they did or what they're going to do. I just know I got to show up. So we'll see. We shall see. Anywho.
I'm sure it's going to be really nice. Can't wait to see the final product.
So 3 of us are all from Team Rubicon, and the other 5, I think they're through the TAPS program, and I think they're Gold Star families, which means that they had a loved one that was lost in one of our conflicts somewhere. Not just like you died during service, but it had to generally be in a conflict and you passed away. So they're Gold Star families. I think they're all this morning, and then we're going and we're being filmed. This is for Tuesdays of Honor, which is a program that CBS, Viacom, and NCIS are putting together, and they asked for local veterans that serve in either the Team Rubicon, like I do, and have been for Altadena, or TAPS program people, and they asked for quote unquote badass veterans, and so between now and Veterans Day, during the NCIS program, and tomorrow's Tuesday. I don't know if they're going to start it tomorrow. They said they were the 23rd, but between then and Veterans Day, either commercials in between, or you know how sometimes at the end of a show or in between they'll pop something up, but it's still part of the like that. It could be that. So whatever they're interviewing us on or talking to us about or whatever, we will be. Each week, they will highlight a veteran or Gold Star family for 8 weeks or until Veterans Day as Tuesdays of Honor. So I was called last Wednesday, I think, and said, they want you. Literally, the guy was like, they saw your video that Team Rubicon did of you serving for the fires. And they're like, we want her, we want her. So I don't know which stars of NCIS I'll meet today, and they'll talk to me and interview or what the format will be like, but it's going to be happening. And then it'll air sometime between now and Veterans Day. So, but I will continue to just be Me.
Holly, Holly, would you ever be?
Yeah, I'll continue just being me. Because to me, anything that I'm invited to do like this, I'm going to make sure I highlight Altadena. Even though this is about veterans continuing to serve, I've been serving in Altadena, whether it's putting up those orange fences or doing the whatever it is, the what are those bags? Sandbags when it was raining, all that. And if it highlights Altadena and I can keep Altadena in the limelight at some point, I'm going to say it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do whatever I can. So, yeah.
Well, we definitely appreciate you doing that.
Have to, because otherwise they'll forget about us. And the next disaster will happen and we'll be left in the wind.
Yep.
And we can't.
In the wind.
So, thank you for that.
All we all is dust in the wind.
What are you singing? It's
Yeah, I was singing that song from old school when Blue died and they was at a funeral. Dust in the wind, because he was already 90.
yeah.
He died oil wrestling with two chicks in the
ladies. Yeah, I remember that. Not the
I
glasses.
have
too?
a
Look at
question
that.
for both of y'all.
It's serious as cancer. Who can make the average answer?
It's a hyper has a heart attack.
Did y'all get your suits ordered, tuxes or whatever for the 4th? That's
I'm
almost
doing that actually today.
5 weeks away.
I got to go down to get measured downtown.
I haven't either yet.
Okay, don't be waiting till the last minute, y'all.
I'm gonna have to buy something off the rack, like how they be bagging on the movies.
Or I mean, you're getting a suit made, but Jamal, are you just gonna rent like a tux or something, or have you decided what you want to do?
I didn't plan on renting a tux.
Oh, okay, you're just gonna wear a suit?
Yeah, probably just a suit, black tie, something.
Yeah. I have my dress.
I'm sure you do.
I just got it and wore it for my nephew's wedding in Atlanta in May that I flew down there. And it's formal, so I'm wearing it again because did nobody down there see me in it? I mean, they would be here, so they saw me in it down there, but I don't care. I'm not about to go out. And it's like a charcoal gray. It's really nice. I'm not going out buying something new for this. I mean, I'm thankful, but yeah. But I have mine. I just got to put it in the cleaners. Right. So I just want to make sure, because sometimes for guys, it might be a little, harder or whatever.
Yep. I already have a black suit too. I just got to make sure it fits. And if not, just get it adjusted, altered.
Is that velvet?
Them
I might
telling
have to just buy another one too. We'll see.
Wasn't gonna go today, so he's like, maybe you can get a photo with the stars of the show to share with him today. I'm gonna actually get a photo of him in his veteran stuff. I think I have on my Facebook, and I'm gonna print it out and take it with me, and then we'll take one like that today, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because he's also a veteran, and it was his house that burned, right? So I want that to be like major in the thing, even though I'm the one out here serving still. He's 88, so wouldn't be here, wouldn't be Altadena if it wasn't for my dad and mom, and wouldn't have gone in the Air Force had I not followed after my dad's footsteps. So I want to make sure that he's highlighted and in it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So anywho, that's it for me. We don't have. Did you do announcements? Oh, you did. That's right. I'm sorry. You came back and we were gone. Remember, I told you I got up. I'm so out of it today, you guys. I need to take this CMOS real quick, get my life together, because right now I don't know what I'm doing.
Get it together. Get that life together.
Get it all the way together.
Yeah. Well, I guess V don't have nothing to say. We can wrap up this session.
Wrap it up.
AltadenaTalks, session 179.
We appreciate all the guests who have come on. Miss White, Wrath of Khan, Stogie Zen, Gina Harris, Mosa Moore, T'Challa 1969, And for all of you out there that don't even comment, but just watch, we thank you too, because without you, our numbers would not rise. So thank you for sharing. Special shout out to Kentucky Kim Green, who always shares.
Work, or you just like said, or you said shout out to or something like that.
I said shout out to Kentucky Kim Green. That's what
I think he cleared his throat.
Oh, okay. You heard it too, Jamal. Okay.
That's something I don't recognize I'm doing. So
it's okay. It's okay. Like, what is that?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. And all the other people who share our stuff. Did we announce Here Lay a Home, or you didn't do that today?
I did not today.
Okay, so
it's the last weekend, right?
It's their last week. I think the 28th is what, a Sunday?
Yes.
Today's the 22nd, 7, 29. Yeah, 28th is Sunday. I was going to reach out to Alicia to find out if they were having a closing event or whatever.
Ceremony.
So we'll find out. She was on the show today, so maybe she'll comment. But
Alicia.
Yeah, we are happy to be able. This is our 500th announcement. Ain't it about our 500th announcement?
Close to it. Let me see. Let me scroll all the way down because I quoted before. 473.
So we got, it's almost on par with the episodes. We're going to reach 200 and we're going to reach 500 in probably less than 2 weeks, though.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how busy the week
coming up this for next month and the month after. So we'll probably announce more events in October, November, December than we did all year.
Oh, yeah, because everybody's going to be doing something.
Right. And I'm going outside.
Go outside, brother.
No, I'm going outside, this season. Because I haven't been outside. I went to Vegas for a week. That was the best sleep I ever got in my life. Let me tell you. No disturbances, no middle of the night wake ups, no nothing. Just face down in the pillows.
Yeah, because one time we were on the phone, Jamal, I think Wednesday or Thursday, we were talking in the afternoon, and when I called him, he was like, yeah, he had just woke up or whatever. I was like, okay. No, he had just laid down but wasn't asleep yet. And so we're talking, and Brian responds this and that. And next thing I know, I'm like, okay, yeah, B.
I fell asleep on her.
Hello. No, I don't think. And so I was like, Brian, nothing. I was like, oh, this brother done fell asleep. So the fact that he was really tired, but he really took the time and got away and rested the way he did, I was like, he is literally taking his rest. I'm going to let this brother sleep. Because after I called him a couple times, like, hey, B, and when you're having a conversation, you talk back and forth. There was nothing. I was like,
and I hardly ever fall asleep on the phone, but
he's gone. I knew it. I was like, he needs it. I'm going to let him be.
Definitely. I'm glad he, recognizes that and does that at least annually. How many times a year do you do it?
Well, before the fire, I was doing it once a week, every month.
Well, outside of that.
Yeah. So this is the first one I've done this year, and I'm going to try to book one for next month, but I don't think November, December is in the cards because November, Vegas is so expensive because of Formula One. Every room is just outrageous. So, and it's not like they're not going to get the sales because it's going to be a whole bunch of people going there to see that. Won't be me.
That's an expensive sport too. So it's going to bring people with money.
Right. And
they fixed the track. I think it was the first year they had it. The track was off by like a quarter of an inch.
No, it wasn't that. It was one of the manholes wasn't welded down.
Yes.
And so, what messed that up? It was a Saturday. Do you know how much money people lost on sponsorship because they planned that trip to come out there from other places just to watch and sit in those $500,000 booth seats? I hope they gave them a credit because that is messed up.
Oh yeah,
because an employee. I didn't want to. I forgot to weld that one down there, Johnny.
Man, that was all bad.
Well, you know what happens if they were to roll over that at the speeds they're going? That manhole will come up and hit somebody in the head and kill them.
No, he's
over the fence. So, can't take no chances.
Nope.
I just finished watching that movie F1 with Brad Pitt and what's his name? Idris.
Idris
Yeah.
Elba.
No. His name is Idris. The dude that played in what's that movie? What's that show? Snowfall.
Snowfall.
The main guy's name is Idris something.
Mm.
Yeah, they both from England. Him and Idris. Idris. I don't know how you say his name.
Idris Elba. But yeah, it's a different. Okay, well, it is who it is. Okay, well,
Damson Idris.
Anson. Yeah.
Damson, D with a D.
Oh, Damson.
D.
Well, I don't know where these people come on with these names. Damn, son, that's what we're gonna name them.
you stupid.
I told you that was how they got one of Zabari's kids' name. I mean, not like a sound like that, but his name is Ayame, but it is I am me is what it stands for. I'm not trying to remove. I'm trying to bring.
I am me and he is you. Remember that from Rush Hour? He's talking to the
Tony is his kid.
Yeah, him.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Damn, son.
Don't know who he is, but okay. What is he playing?
So he's in Snowfall.
Snowfall. I always call him Snowflake.
And then
he was in the movie F1.
Yeah, he just was in the movie with Brad Pitt.
Haven't seen either one of them, so that would be why I don't know who he is.
It's a good movie, the F1. It's real good. I love racing movies anyway. You get to be in the cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're coming up on 3 minutes left. Anybody got any shout outs, special requests, any DJ requests?
You said any DJ requests?
Yeah, just throwing it out there.
Because that would be DJ Jamal Smith that bring it up. And
you got the train coming. Don't miss the party train.
well, at least it ain't the Altadena Ghost Train.
You don't want.
All right.
Right? That horn.
Said
At least it's not the Ghost Train in Altadena.
Somebody should be doing it. I got you. Woohoo!
You are too much.
I gotta download some more sound effects.
The reason why it took me so long to come back, Meals on Wheels came to the door, so I had to go answer the door.
Right on. Rightio. Well,
Meals on Meals.
what'd she say? Sunday is the 28th. Yeah. Yes, that's a closing. There is a closing ceremony. If you posted these, I'm sorry, I didn't see. But Alicia said there is a closing ceremony.
Oh,
nice.
good.
Yeah. Oops.
I figured it's going to be something, so I'll be there to cover that on Sunday.
Wow. Got a big old plate of blueberries and pancakes in a minute.
I am starving.
You're about to eat that?
Yeah. Wifey just hooked it up.
Did Prince come over?
Yep.
For
pancakes. Can you see that? Right.
Kinda. Yep.
Angle it. Oh, yeah.
It is angle.
Enjoy.
There you go.
Proceedy.
And
All right. Well, I'll peace out to everybody because we're done. Hope y'all have a great Monday.
We almost didn't even come on today. We were kind of almost done from the beginning, but we're officially done.
Well, as we say on Wednesdays, we out here.
We out here, right?
You gonna hit the